Welcome, Cyclone fans, to another broadcast of Cyclone Athletics. It's Thursday, September 5th, and we're here at Harlan Community High School Gym to kick off the 24-25 Hawkeye 10 season, where Cyclones are playing host to the Denison Schleswig Monarchs from up the way on Highway 59. Coming into tonight's contest, the Cyclones have an overall match record of 3 wins, 5 losses. And Denison is perfect on the season at this point, 4-0. The Monarchs are coached by head coach Mackenzie Mick, assisted by Dana Martin and Lauren Pauley. Meanwhile, the Cyclones are coached by head coach Ellie Crease, assisted by Josie Jacobson and Nolan Hazy. Looking at some of the statistics coming into tonight's contest, leading hitters for Denison Schleswig, number 7, Emily Gielsen, a junior with 34 kills on this season, and number 9, Gabby Cardenas, a senior with 31. Meanwhile, for the Cyclones, Aubrey Schwiezow leads the way with 44 kills, and right behind her is Kinsley Bruck with 38. For the Monarchs, in setting and assists, they are led by number 13, Kaya Clark, with 88 assists. And meanwhile, the Cyclones are led by Macy Mueller with 126. Digs on the season for the Monarchs, Emily Gilson with 27 and Belinda Pancho with 29. And on the Cyclone side of the net, doing some work in that back row is Emerson Reichel with 44 and Macy Mueller with 54. Cyclones went over to ADM earlier in the season and came away with 1 win and 2 losses as they played top-ranked Des Moines Christian. They were defeated by them, as well as ADM, with a great program going on, and the Cyclones were able to defeat in 2-0 Woodward Granger. And then the Cyclones went 2-4 this last weekend here at home at the Cyclone Invitational, getting wins against Missouri Valley and St. Albert. For the Monarchs, they played in a tournament up in Sioux City and took wins from Sioux City West, Lawton Bronson, Siouxland Christian, and Storm Lake Public. So again, this is the opening match for both teams in Hawkeye 10 play, which should be tough again this year. Cyclones are led by 2 seniors, Aubrey Schwiezow and Macy Mueller. And on the other side of the net, they are led by senior number 9, Gabby Cardenas. And then some underclassmen to go along with her. So this should be a good one. Last year in Denison, the Cyclones were victorious in that match, 3-0, winning 25-22, 25-15, and 25-6. We'll now get ready for the starting lineups. And for the Monarchs, number 4, Kaya Clark, a 5'2" junior setter. Number 8, Milena Gilmore, a 5'6" sophomore outside hitter. Number 9, Gabby Cardenas, a 5'10" outside hitter and a senior. Number 10, Alejandra Cardenas, a 5'6" sophomore and a right side hitter. Number 14, Maya Slater, 5'9" middle hitter. And Marley Botker, number 16. And the libero will be number 13, Belinda Pancho, a 5'4" junior. And now your starters for the Harlan Community Cyclones. Number 5, Aubrey Schwiezow, 5'10", outside hitter and a senior. And number 6, Hope Preston, a 5'9", right side hitter and a junior. Number 8, Kinsley Bruck, a 6'2" sophomore and a middle hitter. Number 12, Ellery Nelson, a 5'6" defensive specialist and a junior. Number 14, Macy Mueller, 5'7" senior setter. Number 16, Catherine Fa, 5'7" junior middle hitter. And the libero, number 1, Emerson Reichel, a 5'4" junior.
Live coverage of the 2024-2025 Cyclone season has been brought to you by a generous donation from the Harlan Pizza Ranch. Visit Pizza Ranch in Harlan and thank them for helping us bring you live coverage of Cyclone sports this year, including our brand new scoreboard camera. Cyclone Sports on HLTV Channel 15 has also been sponsored by Do It Best Hardware, The Agency in Harlan, Hamilton Financial Services,
Western Iowa Medical in Harlan,
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Murtu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
Cyclone Seed and Chemical, build a bigger bin.
Conductix Wampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here, member FDIC.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
And we're about ready to play here at Harlan Community High School Gym. Getting ready for that opening tip. Again, neither team has a conference match under their belt yet. So the first one for both. Cyclones with an overall match record, 3 wins, 5 losses. 4-0 for the Monarchs. The Cyclones won the toss and will start serving. It'll be number 14, senior Macy Mueller, with the first serve of the contest. And officials are whistling, ready for a play. And we're ready to go. The first one is long, out of bounds. Point goes to Denison Schleswig as they get on the scoreboard first, 1-0. Serving for Denison Schleswig now, number 14, Maya Schlater. Be Hope Preston with a roll shot for Harlan Communities. Cyclones a little bit out of system. They're going to go to Hope Preston. It's blocked at the net, kept alive by Fa. Going to go to Cardenas, their senior. That's blocked at the net, and the point goes to the Cyclones as she hit it into the antenna, which is the same as going out of bounds. So the score is Harlan Community 1, Denison Schleswig 1. Emerson Reisel back to serve now for the Cyclones. A little short serve there. Go right back to Cardenas, and off the block, it's down for a Monarch point. 2-1, Denison Schleswig. Rotating back to serve now, number 8, Melina Gilmore. She's a 5'6" sophomore. Now it's going to be their libero. And they got a lot of stuff going on here. Let's see if they're out of rotation or not. I think somebody subbed in a little bit too early, so Coach Mish is going to have to go with that. And it will be libero number 13, Belinda Pancho, the junior, to serve. And yes, they got a yellow card warning for substitution there. And they're going to have to officials talking things over here with Coach Mackenzie Mish. And now they got things. We'll see if sometimes there's a point awarded. This time I think it just might be a substitution warning, and that's what it is. So the point does stay, or there is no point given up. It's 2-1, Denison Schleswig. Poncho now gets ready to serve. Cyclones. Mueller has it go through her hands there on the set. Point goes over to Denison Schleswig, 3-1. And that's Hope Preston with the kill. A little bit of an overpass. Mueller saved it from going over, kind of back tipped it, and Hope Preston was right there for the kill. And it's Monarchs 3, Cyclones 2 with Aubrey Schwiezow going back to serve. And that one is in. Ace serve for Aubrey Schwiezow right there on the line. Good point for the Cyclones as they tie things up 3 apiece. Schwiezow with another serve here. Deep to the back row. They're going to go their middle hitter, and Cyclones get tangled up with that. That's Kinsley Bruck. Point goes to the Monarchs. They now lead 4-3 early here in set number 1. Number 9, Gabby Cardenas, the 5'10" senior outside hitter, now rotates back to serve. Pushed over by Ellery Nelson. Both teams a little out of system. And that's a hitting error by number 14, Maya Slater, giving the Cyclones the point. That ties things up at 4 apiece. Hope Preston, the junior, rotating back to serve for the Cyclones. A little trouble at the net. See if the Cyclones could take advantage here. That's Kinsley Bruck with the tip, and it'll be just a free ball over. And that's a freebie point for the Cyclones as they take the lead now, 5-4. Preston still at the service line. And an ace serve for Hope Preston. 2 ace serves for the Cyclones, one by Aubrey Schwiezow and now one by Hope Preston. The Cyclones take a 2-point lead, 6-4. Preston to serve up another one. Little roll shot over by the Monarchs, and there's a kill for Mueller. The setter gets one, and the Cyclones got it going here as they're now leading 7-4. Preston still at the service line for the Cyclones. A little 4-0 run here. Free ball over. Cyclones got to take advantage of this one. Kinsley Bruck on the little slide move. Hits it in the net. Point goes to Denison Schleswig. Cyclones still with a 2-point lead. 7-5. Number 4, Kaya Clark, the setter, to serve for the Monarchs. It's Carly Tornaton there in the back row that couldn't quite get that one dug and passed up. It'll be a Monarch point. Denison back within 1 at 7-6. Preston with a back row attack there for the Cyclones. And then the Monarchs come right back with Maya Slater with an attack of her own, and that ties things up at 7 apiece. So the Cyclones went on a 4-point run, and now Denison's on a 3-point run. Ellery Nelson at the net. Cyclones a little bit out of system here. And There's a touch, and that's a kill for Mueller. 2 kills for Macy. And the Cyclones lead 8-7. And Kinsley Brook back to serve for the Cyclones. And there's a point long out of bounds. Here's a rotation that the Cyclones need to take advantage of as Denison Schleswig has their leading hitter in the back row. That's number 9, Gabby Cardenas. Ruck with the serve. A little roll shot over in the net. 10-7 Cyclones. As they lead by 3, so we'll kind of keep an eye on what type of run they can make as Denison's main hitter is stuck there in the back row, not being available to hit at the net. There's a nice cross-court attempt. It was dug by Tornaton. And that one is not handled by the Cyclones. Tipped out of bounds. Gives the point to the Monarchs. Cyclones still with a 2-point lead at 10-8. Rotating back to serve now for the Monarchs, number 7, 5'10" junior Emily Gielsen. And there's a service error for Gielsen, giving the Cyclones the point, 11-8. Cyclones by 3. Ellery Nelson, number 12, rotates back to serve for the Cyclones. That's going to be number 10, Alejandra Cardenas with the hitting error, giving the Cyclones the point. And it's their largest lead at 12-8. Cyclones up by 4. And service error for the Cyclones, giving the point right back. 12-9 Harlan Community. Rotating in to the lineup is number 8, Elena Gilmore. She'll be serving for the Monarchs. Cyclones go to Aubrey Schwiezow. And Schwiezow gets the kill. 13-9, Cyclones back to the largest lead here in set number 1. As they lead by 4. There's an attack at the net blocked by Wegner and Preston. It's going to be Schwiezow with a nice attack there, dug by Denison. Little free ball over, see if the Cyclones can take advantage here. And that's Schwiezow with a nice kill. Aubrey Schwiezow with the point. And the Cyclones are up by 5 at 14-9. Cyclones in system there, taking advantage of that free ball over. Mueller back to serve now for the Cyclones. Cardenas from the outside hitter position hits one into the net, giving the Cyclones the point. 15-9. Watch for Denison. Maybe, yep, and there it is. A timeout called by the Monarchs. Maybe slow down some of the momentum that the Cyclones have mounted here early in set number 1. And that's going to give us a great opportunity to thank our fine sponsors for making this live broadcast come to you. Those being Cyclone Lanes, K&OD Radio, Keast Auto Center, United Bank of Iowa, Do It Best Hardware, Conductix Wampler, The Agency Insurance, Western Iowa Medical, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Shelby County State Bank, Hamilton Financial Services, Hanson's House Senior Living, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Murtu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, the Peterson Family Wellness Center and the Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. And a special thanks goes out to the Pizza Ranch here in Harlan for providing some much-needed broadcast equipment upgrades, including our brand new scoreboard camera. So thank you to all those fine folks. If you see any of them, tell them thank you for allowing this to be broadcast to you wherever you are. So out of the timeout, the score is Harlan Community 15, Denison Schleswig 9. There's going to be service there by Mueller, hits it long out of bounds. Giving the point to Denison Schleswig, 15-10. Cyclones still by 5. Cyclones get a free ball over there, and they're going to go right to Cardenas. She tips at the net. Mueller digs it up. Going to be Hope Preston now on the attack, and Hope Preston with the kill. Cyclones lead by 6, 16-10. Reichel with the serve. Cardenas at the kill attempt. And there's a block that comes down on Harlan Community's side of the net, giving the point to the Monarchs. 16-11. Cyclones still leading by 5 here in set number 1. Number 13, Belinda Pancho rotates into the lineup, into the service line. Gielsen on the attack for the Monarchs, and now it's going to be Schwiezel's turn, and that's long out of bounds. 16-12, Cyclones still by 4. Pancho with a second serve, and they're going to go right to Hope Preston. And they're going to say long out of bounds. Maybe look for the Cyclones to call a timeout here pretty soon, as Denison is getting a little momentum built. Cyclones did lead by 6, and now that's cut down to 3 at 16-13. And now it's 16-14. Cyclones still with the lead. The Cyclones led 16-10. And now it's 16-14, little 4-point run by the Monarchs. Cyclones can't get that passed up to the front row, and it's 16-15. Cyclones by 1. A 5-0 run here by the Monarchs. It's been a little bit of a game of runs here so far. Cyclones went on a 4-0 run. Now it's a 5-0 run for Denison Schleswig, and that one's out of bounds. Freebie point for the Cyclones. Good job of letting that one go long. 17-15, Cyclones by 2. Addison Wicks and Carly Tornaton into the lineup now for the Cyclones. Tornaton back to serve. That's going to be Gielsen over on the outside, and she gets the kill and point. 17-16. Cyclones by 1. Denison Schleswig has their leading hitter, number 9, Gabby Cardenas, in the back row, but they have their second leading hitter, and number 7, Emily Gielsen, in the front row. Cardenas with the serve. Going to be a little free ball over for the Cyclones. Cyclones still out of system here. Hope Preston hits one into the net. And we're tied, 17 apiece. Fourth tie of this first set. And it's in. Point for the Monarchs, and Denison Schleswig now has made a comeback and has taken a 1-point lead over the Cyclones after Harlan Community led by 6 at 15-9. It's been a 9-2 run that the Monarchs have put on the Cyclones. This coach Elliot Crease calling a timeout to try and interrupt the momentum that the Monarchs have mounted here the last few possessions. So out of the timeout, the score is Denison Schleswig 18, Harlan Community 17, and it's number 9, Gabby Cardenas at the service line for the visitors. Preston will run that right side, hits a little roll shot. It'll be a roll shot right back by the Monarchs. Tipped at the net, and that is Addison Wicks with a smart play there. The back row was open, so she just pushed it to that back deep corner, giving the Cyclones a point and ties things up at 18 apiece. Cyclones needed a point there, and Hope Preston rotates back to serve now for the Cyclones. And that one's in the net. And a freebie point for the Monarchs. Cyclones struggling a bit from the service line here tonight, giving Denison Schleswig some free points as they now take the lead once again at 19-18. Addie Wicks with the attack. That one's long out of bounds. Point Harlan Community, and it's tied back up at 19 apiece. Cyclones got to run here. Got to go and get a lead and put this first set away, and now's the time to do it as things are tied up 19-19 with Kinsley Bruck at the service line. Cyclones with a block at the net, get it over. Now it's just going to be a little bit of a roll shot over. Addie Wicks, and that one's down and good. Addison Wicks with the kill. And the Cyclones with a 20-19 lead. Got to keep things rolling here as Kinsley Bruck back at the service line for the Cyclones. Little roll shot, and Cyclones got to get on the floor, at least to attempt to get that one dug in the back row. And it ties things back up as that point goes to the Monarchs. 20 all. Number 7, Emily Gilson now to serve. A little tip at the net by both teams. Cyclones in system, and they're going to go to Addie Wicks. And that is Catherine Fa. She tips the ball over and finds the open area and point. 21-20 Cyclones. Hillary Nelson into the lineup for the Cyclones, and she's at the service line for Harlan Community. They're going to go outside to number 10, the younger Cardenas. And she gets it down. Cyclones got to get that back row covered there, and things are tied up at 21 apiece. Number 8, Melina Gilmore to the service line. They're going to go right to Aubrey Schwiezow. She puts a big attack on Aubrey Schwiezow. Cross-court kill for the Cyclones. And they lead at 22-21. best of 5 here tonight in this Hawkeye 10 matchup. The Cyclones 3 points away from victory in set number 1. Gonna be a little roll shot over. Cyclones need to go here. They back set to Preston, and she gets it down. Hope Preston with a kill. Nice back set there to Hope, and she gets the point for the Cyclones. 23-21. Cyclones by 2. You can feel some of the momentum getting built up over that side as we close in on set number 1. And Mackenzie Mish senses the same thing. She says, I think I'll take a timeout and try and slow down that momentum that the Cyclones have. Cyclones really have done a nice job here the last couple possessions, getting the ball passed from the back row. Cyclones very effective when they can get the ball to that front row and get a good set to a multitude of hitters that they have. Mackenzie Mick is going to take every second of this timeout she can. Cyclones are already out on the floor ready for play. And now the Monarchs break their huddle. Again, Cyclones leading 23-21. We're going to 25 and got to win by 2. And the officials whistle ready for play. Mueller with the serve. Gets the Cyclones out of system there. And that's going to be Squeezow with the kill. Cyclones a point away from first set victory, 24-21. And there's set 1 as number 14, Maya Slater, hits it into the net. Cyclones come away victorious in set number 1 by the score of 25-21. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with set number 2. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
How do you top Pizza Ranch's legendary cheesy ranch sticks? Any way you want. Get a load of these. Our new loaded cheesy ranch sticks are now topped with an extra layer of flavor. Skillet crust, melty cheese, herbs and spices, and up to 2 of your favorite toppings. They're the ultimate appetizer on the buffet or on the go. Don't you just love that new menu item smell? Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Cyclone Seed and Chemical is your one-stop shop for all your agronomy inputs. Whether it's seeds, chemicals, fertilizers, or custom application, the staff at Cyclone Seed will work hard for your business. When you work with Cyclone Seed and Chemical, you'll have to build a bigger bin.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
At Keist Auto Center, it's our mission to be the automotive home of Ford, Chevy, and GMC drivers in Southwest Iowa. Conveniently located just off Highway 59 in Harlan, we provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care, and always deliver customer service with a smile. As your hometown auto dealer, we strive to make every transaction an easy one. Call or stop by today to get in touch with a member of our team and let us know how we can serve you today. Keist Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Cyclone Lanes in Harlan is your total family fun entertainment center. Known for our homemade buttercrust pizza, we also offer great burgers and a variety of other sandwiches and sides, all available to eat in or carry out. Cyclone Lanes is available for birthday parties, company outings, and church youth groups. Laser bowling starts on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. We invite you to come enjoy some fun family entertainment and great food at Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
And we're back, Cyclone fans, here at Harlan Community High School gym. Cyclones were victorious in that first set, winning 25-21. Both teams had 3 to 5 point runs go on each other, and it was the Cyclones coming out on top with more of those. Again, winning by 4, 25-21. So the Cyclones up 1 set to none in this best of 5. The Cyclones had first serve in set number 1. So it will be Denison's opportunity here in set number 2 to have first serve. And it's their libero, number 13, Belinda Pancho, to start things off for the Monarchs. Cyclones go right to Aubrey Schwiezow. She hits one down and good. Aubrey Schwiezow with the kill, gets the Cyclones on the board first, 1-0, Harlan Community. Mueller with the serve for the Cyclones. Hope Preston now with the kill attempt. Nice attack. Gilson. It's one deep, and the Cyclones can't get that one dug up, and it's tied up 1-1. Cyclones 1, Monarchs 1 as number 14, Maya Slater, the senior, rotates back to serve. That's going to be Fa on the attack. Cardenas at the net. Fa hits one over, going to get the Monarchs out of system. And that was Cardenas hitting one down in the point for the Monarchs as they lead 2-1 over the Cyclones. Maya Slater into serve. There's an overpass out of bounds by the Cyclones. 3-1 Monarchs. And there's another one. 4-1 Monarchs. Cyclones got on the board 1-0, and it's been Monarchs since then on a 4-0 run. Cyclones down by 4, and Coach Ellie Priest wants to take a timeout and get things regrouped here a little bit, as maybe a little excitement from that set 1 win has got to get them refocused here in set number 2. Again, we want to mention a bunch of sponsors here that are making this live broadcast come to you wherever you are, and big thanks to the Pizza Ranch in Harlan for providing some much needed broadcast equipment and upgrades, including the brand new scoreboard camera that goes along with the equipment, so we can try and bring you the best of broadcasts possible. Out of the timeout, 5-1, Denison Schleswig with the lead, and it's number 14, Slater at the service line. Fa with the kill attempt, and that's Catherine Fa with the point. See if this can get the Cyclones turned around here. 5-2 is the score. Monarchs lead by 3. Emerson Reichel back to serve for the Cyclones. Little roll shot over by the Monarchs, and the Cyclones can't get that one dug. 6-2. Hope Preston with the tip at the net, and they're going to go to a little back set to Gilson. Rattles around up in the rafters. Cyclones get it over, and they're going to go right to Gilson. Point, Monarchs. Five-point lead for the Monarchs here in set number 2. 7-2. And there's an overpass by the Cyclone back row. Tried keeping it alive and get called for a lift. Be Kinsley Bruck hitting one down the line, and Kinsley Bruck with the point. Eight to 3. The score, Cyclones down 5. Roll shot by the Monarchs. Kinsley Bruck at the net. Cyclones keep it alive after it was blocked. Hope Preston with a little roll shot. Cyclones got to take advantage here. A little out of system, but it's going to be Hope Preston with a cross-court kill attempt. A roll shot by the Monarchs. Nice play there by Addie Wicks. Again, nice job there by the front row player. It doesn't always have to be a kill attempt. Just find that open area and a tip. The point goes to the Cyclones, 8-4. Denison still with the lead. Nice block there at the net by Bruck. And couldn't quite get that one blocked. Point goes to the Monarchs. 9-4. 5-point deficit for Harlan Community as number 9, Gabby Cardenas, rotates back to serve. Cyclones struggling a bit passing the ball. And they get the ball passed up to the front row. Cyclones are able to really go after the defense of the Monarchs, but inconsistent in the ability to get those passes, sets, and attacks here tonight. There's an overpass. Cyclones now get in system, and right here, now they're going to go to Hope Preston. And there's one, it's good. And that's what we're talking about, where we can just get the ball dug and passed up to the front row, get a nice set, and attack that defense of the opponent. And Cyclones come away with the point there, but still trail by 5. 10-5. Preston with the serve. Just going to be a free ball over, and it's not even that. It's number 14. Maya Slater hits it into the net. And the Cyclones see if they can't mount something here in set number 2, trailing 10-6. They do lead 1-0. They got to get the ship righted here in set number 2 and go after them. There's Gilson. Nice block at the net by Bruck, but it does go out of bounds. 11-6. Number 4, Kaya Clark, rotates back to serve now for the Monarchs. There's one that's dumped at the net, but Denison able to keep it alive. And then the Cyclones, Hope Preston hit that one in the net, so a freebie point back over to Denison. And the Monarchs have doubled up the Cyclones here, 12-6. in set number 2. Kinsley Bruck with the little roll shot over there. Now the Cyclones at the net, and that's Kinsley Bruck with the kill from the middle hitter position. Cyclones still trail by 5, 12-7. As Kinsley Bruck rotates back to serve for Harlan Community. Preston on the back row attack, and that's good. Hope Preston with the point. Cyclones now trail 12-8. Cyclones got to get a roll here and see if they can't get it at least tied up at 12-12, if not more. There's a block at the net. Macy Mueller and Aubrey Wagner with the double block over there. Getting the point 12-9. Cyclones trail by 3 as Kinsley Bruck at the service line. Little roll shot over, see if the Cyclones can take advantage of this. Gonna be Addie Wicks, and that one's tipped out of bounds. Nice job there. Nice heads up by the Cyclones. The ball got tipped back over on their side of the court and let it go out of bounds. Getting the point. The Cyclones are clawing their way back into this one here in set number 2. They were down by 6 at 12-6. And have gone on a 4-point run to get within 2 at 12-10. And Denison Schleswig head coach Mackenzie Misch takes another timeout to try and slow down the positive things going on over on the Cyclone side of the net. It's Kinsley Bruck at the service line. Also out there is Mueller, Preston, Tornaton, Wegner, and Wicks. So we break the huddle and the Cyclones have the serve. They trail by 2, 12-10. Things are whistled ready for play. Bruck with the serve. Little back set to Gilson. Cyclones are going to go to Wicks, and Wicks with the kill. Cyclones are a point from tying this up. 12-11 is the score. A little 5-point run here by the Cyclones here in set 2. Cyclones keep it alive. A little out of system there, blocked and out of bounds, giving the point to the Monarchs. 13-11 as number 7, Emily Gilson, to the service line for the visitors. And that one's long out of bounds. Cyclones will take that free point as it gets them back within 1 at 13-12. Into the lineup now for the Cyclones, Schwiezow and Nelson, and it's Ellery Nelson back at the service line. Well, that was about going long. I think Gilson did the Cyclones a favor by trying to get that, but the Cyclones can't get the back row covered. We'll give up another point there, 14-12. Denison Schleswig with the lead, and it's their libero, number 13, Belinda Pancho. that's going to serve. Squeeze out with the attack, blocked at the net there by number 14, Maya Slater, giving the Monarchs the point, 15-12. Cyclones got it back to within 1, and now Denison Schleswig is on a little 2-point run here. (16-12). Monarchs with a 4-point lead. Pancho with the serve. There's another overpass by the Cyclones. (17-12). Cyclones are going to go to Aubrey Squeezow, and that one's nice attack. And number 10, Alejandro Cardenas with the point, 18-12. So just when the Cyclones got back within 1 at 12-11, Denison Schleswig has gone on a 6-1 run to lead 18-12 over the host Harlan Community Cyclone. Coach Ellie Carice that's taken a timeout to talk things over. So out of the timeout, it will be Denison Schleswig serving, number 13, Belinda Pancho. And Denison Schleswig has the lead at 18-12. However, the Cyclones do have a 1-0 lead. As we are here in set number 2, and the Cyclones got to get going. A little short set to Wegner. And that's in the net. 19-12. Pancho again to serve. Cyclones are going to go to Aubrey Squeezow, and that's blocked by number 14, Maya Slater. And it's 20-12. Cyclones got a battle here. A little tip at the net, and that one gets tipped back down. It was the Monarchs right there waiting for it. It's 21-12. Pancho still at the service line for the Monarchs. Little roll shot over by the Cyclones. Little out of system are the Monarchs, and that one goes out of bounds and outside the antenna. So the Cyclones do get the point, 21-13. Harlan Community trailing by 8 here in set number 2. Mueller with the serve. And that's going to be 2 touches. It came down ricocheting off the rafters. There's going to be another tough one into the net. 21-15. Cyclones trail by 6. Gotta never say die here. Claw back into this one. There's gonna be another difficult one. An ace serve by Mueller. 21-16 is the score. Cyclones within 5 after being down 9. And there's another one. That first serve is getting the Monarchs pushed back deep into their back row, making it difficult for them to pass. And the Cyclones have come back from being down 9, 21-12. on a 5-point run here at 21-17, being down 4. So out of the timeout, this is what we got. It'll be Cyclone serve. It'll be Mueller at the service line. But it's Denison Schleswig with the lead, 21-17. However, the Cyclones were down 21-12 and on a 5-point run here. See if they can make something out of set number 2 as they have a 1-0 lead. Cardenas with the kill attempt, and off the block goes into the donut where the Cyclones didn't have a defender, and it's a point for the Monarchs, 22-17. Number 14, Slater to serve. Pushed over by Wegner. Now it's the Monarchs' turn to attack, and that was Cardenas, and she hit it into the net, giving the Cyclones the point, 22-18. Emerson Reichel at the service line for the Cyclones. And there's going to be a lift call, 22-19. Cyclones within 3. Cyclones got their main hitters out there in this rotation. You've got Bruck, Preston, and Schwiezo out there for Mueller to decide where to distribute that ball to. So we'll see what we can get done here if we can get in system. It's going to be Cardenas with the tip. And it goes into the double block of the Cyclones. Monarchs lead by 4, 23-19. With number 8, Melina Gilmore, back to serve for the visitors. A little overpass. And the ball was up. The Cyclones were going to try and make a play on the ball. And the Monarchs played the ball on the Cyclone side of the net. This should be Harlan Community Cyclone's point, as you've got to give the offensive side of the net an opportunity to play the ball. And the one ref, I think, was seeing that. The other one talked him out of it. So a point goes to the Monarchs. And there's a block at the net, giving the Cyclones the point, 23-20. So the 24-20, excuse me. Cyclones got to reel off at least 4 straight points here to keep from going down 1-1. And there's a kill by Gielsen. And that is going to be victory for the Monarchs here in set number 2, as they win it 25-20. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more volleyball action. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
This program has been brought to you by Dylan Hamilton, financial advisor with Hamilton Financial Services, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Contact Dylan today at 712-235-5500. Office is located in Harlan and Walnut.
Harlan Do It Best is your best source for friendly service, expert advice, and innovative products. Whether you need to build it, paint it, fix it, or grill it, we have it all. Our full-service paint department, utilizing Valspar paints, can match any color for your interior and exterior painting projects. Check out our new Diablo tool aisle for all power tool accessories needed for your home improvements. Make grilling easy with our full selection of grills and grilling supplies. Harlan Do It Best, conveniently located at 1810 Chatburn Avenue in Harlan.
Western Iowa Medical, providing outstanding service and the highest quality medical equipment and supplies in Western Iowa. At Western Iowa Medical in Harlan, it's our mission to meet all your home health care needs.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Set SCSB as your financial teammate. Plan now so you're ready to ace your next major purchase. Kill unexpected requests for personal information. Save early, save often for unexpected expenses. Partner with the experts at SCSB to hit your financial marks. The ball's in your court. Stay on top of your financial game with SCSB.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans, as we get ready for set number 3. Cyclones won set 1, 25-21. Denison took set number 2, 25-20. And we're getting ready for set number 3 here from Harlan Community High School Gym. So things are tied up, one set apiece here in this Hawkeye 10 matchup between your Cyclones and the Monarchs of Denison Schleswig. And that one goes wide out of bounds, and the Cyclones take point 1. 1-0. All night long, this has been a match of runs, so we'll see if the Cyclones can get on a run here to start set 3. And they right now have a 2-0 lead. Mueller with the serve, and now it's going to be Gielsen on the back row. Cyclones keep it alive, get it across. Little scramble, and that one's going to be long, out of bounds. Cyclones now 3-0. 3-0, Harlan Community. And there's an ace serve by Mueller. 4-0, Harlan Community. See if they can keep things rolling here. And Mackenzie Mick says, don't think so. We're going to try and break that momentum. See if they make a little switch on their serve receive, as the Cyclones were serving right at a defender there in the back row that was having some struggles on serve receives. They may rotate another person back there and play a 4-person serve receive. Again, out of the timeout, we have a match that is tied up at 1 set apiece. Cyclones won the first one, 25-21. Denison Schleswig won set number 2, 25-20 to tie things up. And here in set number 3, the Cyclones have a 4-0 lead. Mueller with the serve. Denison now on the attack. Cardenas with the tip. Cyclones over with Schwiezow, and there is Fa. And it's going to be a Cyclone point. Things got a little ugly there for a little bit by both teams with a few tips back and forth, but it's the Cyclones coming away with the point, extending their lead to 5-0. Cardenas at the net. Cyclones hit that one wide out of bounds, giving the Monarchs the point, 5-1. Cyclones still lead by 4. Cyclones go to Preston on the cross-court attack. Dug up by the Monarchs, and now Cardenas with the roll shot. Now it's going to be Schwiezow. She hammers one down, and their overpass is enough to get over, and then it's Hope Preston hammers it home for the point. 6-1 Cyclones. 5-point lead for Harlan Community. Emerson Reichel back to serve now for the Cyclones. They're going to go to Cardenas. Mueller hits one in the net there. 6-2. Number 8, Melina Gilmore to serve. Cyclone's going to be in system here. They're going to go right to Kinsley Bruck. She makes a nice attack on the ball. They're going to go to Cardenas, blocked at the net. And it's going to go out of bounds off the Cyclones, but Harlan Community still maintains a 3-point lead, 6-3. Cyclones got to side out here and get the possession back. Free ball over by the Cyclones. Gielsen at the net, and it's Gielsen on the attack and point. 6-4, Cyclones by 2. Schwiezow with the point there from the right side this time. Nice kill there by Aubrey Schwiezow. Cyclones lead 7-4. Schwiezow at the service line for the Cyclones. And there's one that maybe was going to go long. Cyclones keep it in play. Wicks at the net, and that one's long out of bounds. 7-5. It's going to be Cardenas at the service line for the Monarchs. Free ball over by the Cyclones. They're going to go outside. Little roll shot over. 7-6. Denison within 1, and they serve it out of bounds, giving the Cyclones the point. They go back in the lead by 2, 8-6. Things are all tied up, 1 set apiece. Cyclones lead 8-6, and it's Hope Preston at the service line. It'll be a free ball over. Cyclones got to take this, and that was in. The Cyclones let it go. Point for the Monarchs. Number 4, Kaya Clark back to serve. Wicks has it blocked at the net there. And things are tied up at 8 apiece. Preston from the back row attack, and that one's good. Kinsley Bruck now back to serve for Harlan Community with a 1-point lead, 9-8. That one goes up into the rafters and lights and then is hit out of bounds. So a freebie point for the Cyclones there. 10-8, Harlan Community leading by 2. With Kinsley Bruck back at the service line for Harlan Community. And then there's one that's hit long. And the Cyclones now with an 11-8 lead. Cyclones really got to push things here and try and extend this lead here. It's at 3 right now. Don't let Denison hang around in this one. Cyclones can't come up with that dig there in the back row, so the point goes to the Monarchs, and it's 11 Harlan Community, 9 Denison Schleswig, as number 7 Gilson rotates back to serve. Free ball over by the Cyclones. Cross-court attack is down and good by the Monarchs, 11-10. And there's one that lets drop on the Monarch side of the net, 12-10. Cyclones by 2. Nelson and Schwiezow into the lineup for the Cyclones. Again, Cyclones leading by 2, 12-10 here in set number 3. Things are tied up 1 set apiece. Nelson with the serve. And the younger Cardenas with the attempt. That's Schwiezow getting that dug up and over. And there's one that's hit out. Cyclones do a nice job of letting that one go. 13-10, Cyclones by 3 here in set number 3. Nelson with the serve, little overpass, and that's Schwiezow at the net. Hammering that one down for the kill and point. 14-10. Cyclones. Little roll shot over. Again, the ball hitting the floor on the Cyclone side of the net there. 14-11. Cyclones still have a 3-point lead. Got to get this one back here as Denison has answered all of the Cyclone runs throughout the match, and that serve was out of bounds. 15-11. Cyclones by 4, and the serve. So right now, Cyclones got to keep things going here in this third set. Cardenas, and that one was hit off the block, going out of bounds, but ricocheted off a Denison Schleswig teammate, giving the Cyclones the point at 16-11. Harlan Community by 5, and Coach Mackenzie Mick wants to take a timeout. So we're going to take a timeout and thank those fine sponsors once again. The Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex, Murtu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, Paulie Jones Funeral Home, Hanson House Senior Living, Hamilton Financial Services, Shelby County State Bank, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Western Iowa Medical, The Agency Insurance, Conductix Swampler, Do It Best Hardware, United Bank of Iowa, Keast Auto Center, KNOD Radio, Cyclone Lanes, and a special thanks to Pizza Ranch here in Harlan for providing some much-needed broadcast equipment and upgrades that includes the new scoreboard camera appearing there on your screen. So out of the timeout, the score is Harlan Community 16, Denison Schleswig 11. Cyclones by 5 here in set number 3. And that serve by Mueller is long out of bounds. Freebie point over to the Cyclones. Or over to Denison, excuse me, 16-12. And that is Suizo at the net with the kill. Cyclones needed that one big time, 17-12. Here in set 3, Cyclones leading by 5. They're going to go to Cardenas, and off the double block, the Cyclones can't get it dug behind that, and it's 17-13. Cyclones still by 4. Some rotations and substitutions into the lineup for the Monarchs as number 8, Melina Gilmore, into serve. Cyclones again, a little bit of a struggle getting the serve receive passed up. The point ends up going to the Monarchs, 17-14. Cyclones got their 3 main hitters out there in terms of Schwiezow, Bruck, and Preston. We got to get the ball up to them to attack, and here they're on route for that. That's Schwiezow from the right side, and now Cardenas. And that's off the block of the Cyclones. 17-15, Denison within 2. Again, serve receive being a little bit of a challenge here tonight for the Cyclones as the Monarchs have clawed back into this one within 1 at 17-16. Roll shot by Bruck. Nice job by Preston getting it over for Harlan Community. Here's Cardenas, and she hits one long out of bounds, giving the Cyclones a freebie point, 18-16. And there's subs into the contest for the Cyclones, and it's Carly Tornaton back at the service line for Harlan Community. And that one goes in. Freebie point on an ace serve by Tornaton, giving the Cyclones the point, 19-16. Cyclones by 3. Tornaton with her second serve here of this rotation. They're going to go to Gilson. Gilson winds up, blocked by Bruck. Free ball over Cyclones, let it go as it's out of bounds. 20-16. Cyclones by 4. Cyclones got to put the foot down on the gas pedal here and take set 3. as they have a 4-point lead right now, 20-16. Tornaton with the serve, sends it to the back row deep. Cardenas on the cross-court kill. Now the Cyclones, they're going to go to Wicks. Wicks with the tip to the back row, dug by the Monarchs. There's one by maybe another tip, and Wicks didn't get it over enough, and the point is going to go to Denison Schleswig, 20-17. Number 9, Gabby Cardenas at the service line for Denison Schleswig. There's two things there, both in the net, and as our setter was getting ready to make a play on the ball, you can't have an attack from the opponent, so it's 21-17 Cyclones. And there's one that's in. The Cyclones watch that one go by, 21-18. Cyclones still with the lead here in set 3. They lead by 3 as number 4, Kaya Clark, rotates back to serve for the visitors. Kinsley Bruck puts one down from that right side. Much needed point there for Harlan Community. Nice pass there from Tornaton. And then a back set over to Kinsley Bruck, and she hammers it down for the Cyclone point, and a 4-point lead, 22-18. And then Bruck rotates back to the service line. Nice serve by Bruck. Free ball over by Denison Schleswig. Cyclones got to use this one. Mueller went for the kill, and it goes long out of bounds, 22-19. And it's going to put Gielsen back at the service line for Denison Schleswig. Little roll shot over by Harlan Community, and the roll shot back. And it's Preston that hits one into the net. 22-20. Gielsen again at the service line for the Monarchs. Wicks on the cross-court attempt, and good. Addison Wicks with the kill. Cyclones needed that point bad to get a 3-point lead and have it be 23-20 and not 22-21. So the Cyclones up 3. Ellery Nelson rotates back to the service line for the Cyclones. Little push over the net. The Cyclones get back over. It's going to be a tip at the net, and they're going to call somebody in the net here. That's number 4. Cyclones get a free point there. That is huge. That was number 4, Kaya Clark, in the net, and it's 24-20. Nelson with the serve. Cyclones up 4, and it's set point. Cyclones got it alive. See if they can go to Squeezow. Squeezow winds up. Nice attack by Aubrey. A little roll shot. They're going to go to Catherine Fa with the point as the Cyclones take set 3, 25-20. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with set number 4. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
Advertise with HMU. Are you looking for an easy and affordable way to get your business out there? Why not advertise right here? HMU is looking for sponsors, and starting as low as $40 a month, your business can be featured right here. Our sponsors help us cover programs just like this one, and thanks to their support, we're now able to broadcast Cyclone sports, concerts, and more live on both HLTV, Channel 15, and YouTube. So what are you waiting for? Call 755-5182 and ask for Jonathan, or email jnorth@hmunet.com and ask for more information today.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Looking for insurance coverage at competitive rates? As an independent agency, we are not tied to one insurance company. We work for you, the agency, located right across from City Hall.
How do you game? Do you shoot your shot? Do you go for the goal? Or throw the high cheese? Whatever you do, our goal at Municipal Physical Therapy is to keep you in the game. Municipal Physical Therapy. Game on.
At Polly Jones Funeral Home, compassion is our foundation. As a proud family-owned and operated business, we understand that during times of loss, empathy and understanding make all the difference. Our dedicated professionals, rooted in family values, are here to answer your calls and address your questions and concerns. With 3 locations in Harlan, Avoca, and Denison, we're available whenever and wherever you need us to provide customized services for every family we serve. Polly Jones Funeral Home, proudly serving our communities for over 90 years.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for set number 4 here in this Hawkeye 10 matchup. This is the best out of 5, and the Cyclones are leading 2-1. Cyclones won set number 1, 25-21. Denison Schleswig came back and won set number 2, 25-20. And then in set number 3, the Cyclones returned the favor with the exact same score, 25-20, to take a 2-1 lead as we enter set number 4. So we'll see if the Cyclones can put this away here in this 4th set. A 3-1 victory. If not, we'll be going to a 5th and deciding set. So to start things off, it is Denison Schleswig's libero, Belinda Pancho, with the serve. Squeeze out with an attack at the net. It was blocked but then pushed over, and the Cyclones come away with the point as there was a lift call. So the Cyclones lead 1-0. We Hope Preston on the attack. Cross-court attack by Hope. Goes over, and that's going to be a Cyclone point. 2-0 here in set number 4 for Harlan Community. Again, coming into tonight's contest, Denison Schleswig hadn't been beat. They're 4-0 on the season, all outside of conference play. The Cyclones 3-5. Cardenas hits that one long out of bounds. The Cyclones smartly let that go and have a 3-0 lead. Nice little short serve there. It was an overpass by the Monarchs. got over onto the Cyclone side of the net, and they couldn't run it down. So the point goes to Denison Schleswig, but Harlan Community owns a 3-1 lead here in this set. And then Preston hits one in the net, 3-2 Cyclones. Back to serve for the Monarchs, Maya Slater, number 14. As Denison trails by 1, 3-2. And that one hits the net and goes out of bounds. Point goes to the Cyclones, 4-2. Emerson Reichel back serving now for the Cyclones. Free ball over. Cyclones got to use this one, take advantage here. They're going to go to Sweezow, and Sweezow gets the point. Nice attack there by Aubrey, and the Cyclones lead 5-2. Cyclones by 3. Cardenia's at the net. They're going to say that number 9 was over the line, over the center line there, so the point goes to the Cyclones, 6-2. Harlan Community by 4. Cardenias winds up and hammers it down for the kill and point, 6-3. Cyclones lead by 3 is number 8. Elena Gilmore comes into the lineup for Denison Schleswig. She'll do the serving. Kinsley Bruck hits one down, and on the dig, there's an overpass that goes from the back row of Denison Schleswig to the back row of Harlan Community, and ends up being a Monarch point, 6-4 Cyclones. Gielsen on the roll shot. Point Monarchs. 6-5 Cyclones. Schwiezow from the right side. Nice attack there by Aubrey. And then number 14, Slater, hits one in the net for Denison Schleswig, giving the Cyclones the point. And now a 2-point lead at 7-5. Schwiezow back to serve for Harlan Community. Cross-court attack is wide out of bounds by Gielsen. 8-5 Cyclones. Schwiezow was serve number 2 here in this rotation. And that's Cardenias with the kill. Eight, 6. Cyclones by 2 as Cardenias rotates back to serve for the Monarchs. And another overpass for the Cyclones, gets over onto the Monarch side of the net. And the Monarchs tip it down for the point, 8-7. Kinsley Bruck at the net with off the short set. Bruck with the Cyclone point, 9-7 Harlan Community leading by 2 as Hope Preston rotates back to serve. Going to be a little roll shot over. Cyclone's got to take advantage here. Back set to Bruck. And there's Gilson ready for the attack with the block. (9-8) Harlan Community. And there's Bruck getting it over for the Cyclone point. Bruck now will rotate back to serve for Harlan Community. Free ball over. Cyclone's got to take advantage of this here. And Mueller at the net with the kill for the Cyclones. 11-8. Kinsley with the serve. Just going to be a little roll shot over by the Monarchs. Hope Preston from the back row. Her attempt goes in the net. 11-9. Cyclones still by 2 is number 7, Emily Gilson. Their 5'10" middle hitter rotates back to serve. And that one goes out of bounds. Tornaton does a nice job of letting that one go wide and takes the free point. 12-9, Harlan Community by 3. Halfway through set number 4 here. Cyclones lead 2-1. It's the first one to win 3 sets, so the Cyclones got to keep forging here as they got a 3-point lead. That one pass from Preston goes up into the speakers up there and rattles around and comes down on the Cyclone side of the floor, giving the point to Denison. 12-10. Pancho back to serve for the Monarchs. Schwiezow is going to hit one, and that one's going to be long, out of bounds. 12-11, Cyclones by 1. Bump over the net there by the Cyclones. Cardenas is blocked there by Mueller. Nice defense there on that side of the net. It was Mueller and Aubrey Wegner putting up the double block on that side, and the Cyclones have it 13-11. Cardenas is going to hammer one down. Cardenas answers right back. 13-12, Cyclones by 1. As number 14, Maya Slater serves. Schwiezow from the middle there gets a kill. The Cyclones go up by 2, 14-12. Reichel with the serve. Cardenas hammers one down. Cardenas, their leading hitter, with the point. 14-13 Cyclones. Gilmore again to serve for the visitors. And there's Sweezow off the back set. Hammers it down for a Cyclone point, 15-13. Cyclones get the lead back to 2. Wicks and Tornaton into the lineup for Harlan Community. And Mackenzie Mish is going to take a timeout as she can feel things building on the Cyclone side of the net as they lead by 2, 15-13. We want to, again, make a big shout out to these fine local businesses for supporting HLTV Channel 15 and their YouTube channel. Those sponsors being Cyclone Lanes, KNOD Radio, Keist Auto Center, United Bank of Iowa, Do It Best Hardware, Conductus Wampler, The Agency, Insurance, Western Iowa Medical, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Shelby County State Bank, Hamilton Financial Services, Hanson House Senior Living, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Murtu Medical Center and Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, and the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. And a big thanks to the Pizza Ranch here in Harlan for providing some much-needed broadcast equipment and upgrades, including that brand new scoreboard camera you see there on your screen. So out of the timeout, Cyclones lead 15-13. Tornaton with the serve. Gilson with the roll shot. Bruck pushes it back over, and the Cyclones come away with the point. And they've extended their lead to 16-13. I think that was Denison Schleswig's. No, they still have one timeout left. I thought they exhausted all their timeouts. Now that Cyclones got to keep things going here as Denison won't be able to take any more timeouts to slow things down. There was Kinsley Bruck. Hammered one hard, but went into the block and back onto the Cyclone side of the net. 16-14, Cyclones still lead by 2. Cardenas to serve. Wicks hits one wide out of bounds. 16-15, Cyclones by 1. Cardenas again to serve. Little floater. Cyclones go to Hope Preston. And Hope Preston with the kill. 17-15, Cyclones by 2, and they get served back here. Hope Preston at the service line. See if she can push one back to that back row, getting them maybe a little bit out of system. And there's one that goes deep, and it goes out of bounds. 17-16. And number 4, Kaya Clark to serve for the Monarchs, down 1, 17-16. And that's going to tie things up, 17 all. (17-17) here in set number 4. And hammer that home. There's a nice kill by Mueller on the overpass by the Monarchs. 18-17. Cyclones by 1. And Kinsley Bruck goes back to the service line. Cyclones got a roll here. Up 1 in this 4th set. A little overpass by the Monarchs with a little serve, receive, air. And it's 19-17. Cyclones by 2. Bruck with the serve. They're going to go outside and off the block at the net, falls into the Cyclone side of the court for a Monarch point, 19-18. Cyclones by 1. Gilson back to serve for the Monarchs. Fa with the tip at the net. And a hit into the net by Slater for the Monarchs, and it's 20-18. Cyclones by 2. Nelson rotates in. Up in the front row for the Cyclones, your hitters are Fa, Schwiezow, and Preston. Nelson with the serve. Little back set, and that's out of bounds. 21-18, Cyclones. And look for Mackenzie Mish maybe to use a timeout here sometime soon. And she does right there. Cyclones 4 points away from a match victory. 3 points ahead of Denison Schleswig. Cyclones got to make sure we don't give up any unforced error points here this late in the set and match to let the Monarchs back in it and force a set 5. Again, we'll have a little recap here as Harlan Community won set 1, 25-21. Then Denison Schleswig came back and won set number 2, 25-20. Then the Cyclones won set number 3 by that exact score, 25-20. And here we are in set number 4 with the Cyclones leading 21-18. So out of the timeout, it will be Cyclones with the serve. It will be Ellery Nelson at the service line. Harlan Community with a 3-point lead, 21-18. And a 2-1 lead for the match. Nelson gets one served. And it's going to be a roll shot over by Denison. Cyclone's got to take advantage. And it's Schwiezow. He has a nice attack on the ball. So it's going to be a free ball over. Cyclones overpass there again and can't get into system. We're going to go again over to Schwiezow. Cross-court attack. Nice swing there by Aubrey. Roll shot over by Denison Schleswig. Cyclones still in it. Hope Preston from the back row gets it over. And a little free ball over. Cyclones right here in system. A little swing shot, and it's out of bounds. (21-19), Cyclones by 2. And it's Poncho back to serve for the Monarchs. And a block at the net by Schwiezow. And Fa. 22-19. Cyclones by 3. Time to put the match away here. That's Mueller at the service line. Ball goes up. A little bit off the rafters. Cyclones keep it alive. And Hope Preston hits one down. Hope Preston with the kill. 23-19. Cyclones by 4. Little back set, and it's off the double block there off of Schwiezow and Fa for a Denison point, 23-20. Cyclones still maintain a 3-point lead here in set number 4. And that one's going to go long out of bounds. And it is set and match point here for the Cyclones at 24-20. Emerson Reichel rotates into serve for the Cyclones. Cardenas at the net. Cyclones keeping it alive. Hope Preston, cross-court attack. They're going to go right back to Cardenas, and she has a little roll shot, kept alive by the Cyclones. Kinsley Bruck winds up, hits it into the net, giving the point to the Monarchs, 24-21. Cyclones by 3. Gilmore into serve for the Monarchs. Cyclones in system. They're going to go to Sweezow. Sweezow with cross-court attack. It's long out of bounds. 24-22. Cyclones by 2. See if Cyclones call timeout or not. They have 2 left. Haven't used one. We're going to keep letting it play. Kinsley Bruck. Nice swing. Ball goes up into the rafters. Denison able to keep it alive. A little free ball over. Cyclones got to go again. And that is Schwiezow. 24-23. Cyclones by 1. And now the Cyclones are going to use one of their 2 timeouts. So here's what we got. It's a best of 5 match. Cyclones lead 2-1. The Cyclones have a 24-23 lead. It's a win by 2. So right now, 24-23. Cyclones, if they can get a point here on this possession, they can win it 25-23. If not, it'll get tied up 24-24. And we're off to the races from there on what team can win by 2. So out of the timeout, it is number 8, Elena Gilmore at the service line for the Monarchs. Cyclones. And there's Mueller with the dump kill. And that's the match. There was an open area there in the defense. And Mueller takes advantage of it, sees it, dumps it, gets the point. And that's the match as the Cyclones win set 4, 25-23. So the Cyclones win 3-1. Harlan Community 1 set 1, 25-21. They went down to Denison 25-20 in set 2, and then won set 3 and 4, 25-20 and 25-23. This will improve the Cyclones' overall match record to 4 wins, 5 losses, and it will drop Denison Schleswig to 4 match wins and 1 match loss. So first match of Hawkeye 10 play. Cyclones 1-0 in the conference. Denison Schleswig goes 0-1. This has been Jonathan North on the camera, Bill Mueller on the play-by-play. You've been watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV Channel 15, where it's always great to be a Cyclone.